So a lot of men, when it comes to working out in the gym and building up their bodies, a lot of men think it's all about just getting as big and as strong as possible. But when it comes to just overall looking more aesthetic, more attractive, and even standing out and attracting women, bro, I'm telling you, being lean is the ultimate cheat code. But just overall, just looking a lot better, looking more aesthetic, looking more proportionate, looking more healthy and capable. I truly believe that when you are lean, you're at a good body fat percentage range, around 10 to 12%, but you also have proportionate and dense muscle mass to your frame. You're just going to look a lot bigger, stronger, and just more capable and aesthetic than the majority of the men on the planet. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that either. Like literally, you're going to become a less than top 10% man. Like literally, I'm not exaggerating here. You're going to be in like the top 5% of men, because there's a study that at max 10% of men in the United States have six-pack abs. And that's not accounting for actual lean, proportionate, dense muscle mass to your frame and overall aesthetics. So the more lean you get and the more you're able to build dense, quality, and proportionate muscle mass, the more attractive you will be. And this is literally the cheat code. And that's why in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 6 different reasons why being lean is a cheat code when it comes to being more attractive, more aesthetic, and actually attracting women to you. And if you stay throughout the entire video and you listen to these 6 points and you actually implement what I teach inside this video, you're going to be a lot more lean. You're going to be a lot more aesthetic. You're going to be a lot more confident in the man that you see in the mirror. Your physique is actually going to change for the better. And you're going to actually have a more thriving and abundant dating life from just a perspective of being more attractive to women and standing out to them. Just overall, like when it comes to your entire physical presentation, more specifically your face and your body, when you're lean, you're just going to be a lot more attractive and aesthetic, because women want the best of both worlds when it comes to a man in terms of his face and body in particular. A lot of men will think that it's just a face, or you're also going to have men on the other side of the coin that think only body matters. Now, I know some guys are going to talk about height and stuff like that. And of course, like if you're 6 foot plus tall, yeah, like height is going to be an advantage for you. But the thing is, you don't have control over your height. You can actually do things to improve your facial aesthetics, and you can definitely change your body for the better. So I like to focus on more of the things that are in our control as men, right? So when you're lean, when you're at a lower body fat percentage, you're just going to look a lot better holistically from a face and body perspective, because your cheekbones are going to be a lot more prominent. Your jawline is going to be a lot more sharp. You're more than likely going to have more hollow cheeks because you don't have as much face fat, and your physique is going to look a lot better too, especially if you're lifting weights. You're lifting weights consistently, you're tracking your lifts, you're in a state of progressive overload, you're actually getting strong on your lifts. And as you are leaning down, you're in a calorie deficit, or if you are at a lower body fat percentage range and you're maintaining there, bro, you're just going to look a lot better holistically, facially and physique wise. You're going to have almost like that male model, yet masculine, athletic, strong, and aesthetic look to you. Women do love men that look good facially and physique wise. And my thing is, if you can get the best of both worlds to the best of your ability, why not? And being lean helps you achieve this. Then moving on to the second point is that you're just going to be more proportionate, more aesthetic, and you're going to look stronger and bigger if you have dense muscle mass. So that's the thing about being lean. When you have dense and proportionate muscle mass, people are going to think, yeah, not only do you look good, but you're actually going to look a lot stronger, and you're going to look a lot bigger than if you were on a bulk. Because let's say like you actually were on a bulk. When you build up quality muscle mass to your frame and then you lower your body fat percentage, it's like you were starting out as a big block of stone, and then you just chipped away at the granite, and then you carved yourself into a Greek god. You packed on lean muscle mass in proportion to you. You got strong in the gym, but then as you lowered your body fat percentage and you started to lean down, now you're actually able to reveal the muscle that you built up. You can now reveal the density of that muscle too, especially when you're fueling yourself with the proper nutrients, you're hitting your protein intake, and you're in a state of progressive overload, you're progressing in the gym, bro. Over time, you're going to carve out this type of physique. You're going to build strong, dense, proportionate muscle mass, but you're also going to look more aesthetic and more proportionate because you're leaning down. Especially when you're building that V-shaped physique, when you have broad shoulders, you have a wide back, and you have a slim waist with six-pack abs. Oh, bro, you're going to be looking crazy. That's why men, after they go on a bulk, more specifically when they go on a lean bulk and they're actually getting strong in the gym, and then they are on a cut, that's why they look bigger at the end of their cut, because the muscle that they gained while they're on that lean bulk, or even some people do dirty bulk, bulks, which I think is stupid. It's better to do a lean bulk because then when you cut, you're not going to have to put in that much effort to do so. But let's just say after men get done with the lean bulk and then they cut down, or at the end of the cut, they look a lot better because the muscle that they gained during that lean bulk is now revealed. It's now getting its shine. So just understand that when you build up dense, proportionate, and quality muscle mass to your frame and then you lean down, you're just going to look a lot bigger. You're going to look a lot more strong. You're going to look a lot more capable. People are going to think you're probably 10 to 15 pounds heavier than you actually are, which means that you actually look good. You actually look proportionate. You actually built your physique in a way that is attractive, it's aesthetic, but it also commands respect too. And then moving on to the third point, and I mentioned this a little bit ago, is that you are going to be able to become more facially attractive. I don't care who you are. When you're lean, yes, every man's going to have varying degrees of genetics, of course, but typically, by and large, when men are leaner, they look more attractive. They look more attractive facially. And this is how you're going to be able to improve your facial aesthetics alone, is that when you get lean, you're in a calorie deficit, or maybe you're recomping, like maybe you're skinny fat. Maybe on your lifting days, you're in a calorie maintenance, or maybe you are in a moderate surplus, but then on your non-lifting days or your active rest days, you are in a calorie deficit. That way you're dropping body fat while also gaining lean muscle mass. You're going to look a lot better when you strip down layers of body fat and you get leaner, because your natural facial structure, your bone structure, is going to be a lot more prominent. It's going to be more revealed. Just like how I mentioned how when you lean down after packing on lean, proportionate, dense, quality muscle mass, that's going to more so be prominent and revealed because it's not hidden under layers of fat. Same thing with your face. No different when it comes to your face. And this is a key to actually improving your overall facial attractiveness, is by revealing more of your bone structure, because the leaner you get, the more your bone structure is going to be revealed. So women can look at your face and they're going to be more attracted to you facially because they're going to see more of your sharp bone structure and angles. And this is going to be attracted to them because men that have sharp jawlines, hollow cheeks, prominent cheekbones showcase higher levels of testosterone, vitality. They look a lot more healthy, more strong. They look like they possess higher quality and healthy genes that they can then pass on to his and the woman's offspring and have healthy, strong children, which that's what women optimize for, is for survival, more specifically, the survival of their children. You can showcase those cues of physical health in your face when you're leaner. And then especially if you're doing like facial exercises, you're chewing mastic gum, you're doing different things that you can do to build up your jaw, to create more forward growth in your jaw, get stronger masseter muscles, build out a more wider jawline, but also make it more defined by stripping down the layers of body fat. You're drinking more water, you're cutting down your carbs, you're cutting down your sugars, if not eliminating sugars completely. I haven't done this yet, so I can't expect you to do this, but this is something that I'm working towards myself. You get rid of alcohol. That way you're not constantly making your face inflamed, puffy, all round, just not looking as attractive as it can look. So this is one of the hacks that you can use to become more facially attractive. And that is by getting lean, bro. Because I'm telling you, like, lean is law, and it's going to make you more attractive holistically, not just facially, but physique wise too. And if you're someone watching this right now and you're tired of, you feel like you don't stand out to women, you feel like you're invisible, you feel like you get overlooked, and maybe you're someone that's been trying to get lean, but you've been struggling to stick with a proper routine, a proper diet, fitness plan. It just feels like you're constantly running into a brick wall. Maybe you're someone that's having a hard time getting rid of the stubborn body fat or de-bloating your face and your body. But overall, you just want to become more lean. You want to become more attractive facially and physique wise. But then after you do that, actually know how to stand out to women, how to actually leverage your facial attractiveness, your physique attractiveness to attract women to you. If that's you right now watching this video, what I want you to do after this video is I want you to go down below, either in the description or the pinned comment, and click on that free training that I made specifically for you, breaking down step by step how I was able to build a more lean and aesthetic physique, be able to improve my facial aesthetics and stay lean all year round, but also more importantly, how I've been able to help other men achieve the same thing. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, then again, check out that free training that I made for you. I'll have a link down below in the description and the pinned comment. Then moving on to the fifth point, bro, is that you just always look good in clothes. That's the biggest thing that I would stress to men, is that as you get lean, as you get more aesthetic, as you build more quality, proportionate, strong muscle mass, bro, I am telling you what, clothes are always going to look good on you because the man makes the clothes. The clothes don't make the man. You can wear just simple clothing, no crazy logos, no luxury brands, simple colors like black, white, and gray, neutral colors and stuff like that. They're slim fit though. You can wear slim fit shirts, long sleeve shirts, turtlenecks for the winter and fall, slim fit jeans and pants, and some nice shoes, some nice Chelsea boots, maybe some all white low top shoes. Bro, you don't even have to dress crazy. You can have a very simple, minimalistic wardrobe, but when you're in shape though, when your facial aesthetics are dialed in, you smell good on top of that, your grooming is well taken care of, you got a good skincare routine, you just look healthy, you look more attractive, more aesthetic, more holistically attractive, more well put together to women, bro, I'm telling you what, man, women are going to be going crazy for you. People are going to be thinking you're more attractive. People are going to think that you are wearing luxury clothing because the simple clothes look so good on you because you have that physique. You look facially attractive. That's what I'm saying. You just look holistically aesthetic because you're at a lower body fat percentage. You are leaner. You're more proportionate. You're well put together. And any clothes that you wear, whether it's casual, semi-casual, business casual, even if you're wearing a suit, it doesn't matter. You're going to look good no matter what. And I like to wear just more simplistic clothing in terms of colorways and designs and shirts. Like I'll either just wear like regular slim fit t-shirts, Henleys, long sleeve Henley shirts, turtlenecks, sometimes some oversized shirts even. But that's really all I wear in terms of tops. And then I like to wear bomber jackets, leather jackets, and then I'll just wear some regular slim fit jeans, whether they're black jeans, they're indigo blue jeans, whitewash jeans, or even just some slim fit dress pants that are tailored to my legs more specifically. That's all you need. And then some casual shoes, some Chelsea boots, some all white low top shoes, or even sometimes some athletic shoes, man, whether it's some Nike SB low dunks, some Air Maxes, even some J's, bro, it doesn't matter. You're going to be able to make anything look good because you make the clothes, you make the style, because you have the physique and you have the overall facial aesthetics going for you. So understand that you don't have to buy luxury brands. You don't have to buy expensive clothing for the brands to still look luxury and expensive because of the man that the clothes are on. That's the whole key. And being lean, being aesthetic is a cheat code for making clothes that aren't expensive, that aren't luxury brands, look expensive and look like they are luxury brands. And then moving on to the fifth point, and I mentioned this earlier, but being lean just signals health, vitality, strength, high levels of testosterone, more youth to you, more energy to you. You're just going to overall look more attractive. It doesn't matter what age you are at, like whether you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, 40s, and even in like your early 50s, like the leaner you look and the more aesthetic you are, the more attractive you're going to be, the more healthy you're going to be. Like when you have all these different physical cues that you signal to women, these are going to be the same exact cues that they're going to find attractive on a subconscious and biological level because you're showcasing different forms of health. But you can signal this. When you have these physical cues of health that is attractive to women, like the sharp jawline, hollow cheeks, prominent, strong cheekbones, lean, proportionate muscle mass. You're at a lower body fat percentage. You actually have dense muscle mass to your frame. You have that V-shaped physique to you. You have six-pack abs, or maybe even eight-pack abs if that's in your genetics. You're vascular. You have veins in your forearms. You have veins in your lower abs, which means that if you have lower ab veins, that means that you are definitely at a lower body fat percentage. Like all these are different signals of health. And this is how you can communicate and signal to women without you saying anything that you actually do have high quality genetics and traits that you can pass on to yours and a woman's offspring. Again, this is all subconscious and biological, but you actually have the physical traits that you could pass on to your offspring and create healthy and strong children. You can also signal these things too. You may have to put in a little bit more work. You may have to put in a little bit more effort. And then with the proper systems too, if you have the proper systems and you know what you're doing, you can really make that process 10 times easier and actually get the results that you want in terms of being more attractive, more aesthetic facially, physique wise, sending out to women and attracting women to you. You can still control this. You can put in the work. You can get lean. You can get in the gym, be consistent, but actually build that masculine aesthetic V-shaped physique, look more proportionate and overall holistically more attractive. You can actually control the inputs. You can control the things that are going to allow you to signal these different physical cues of health and strength to women that will make you stand out and more attractive. And then this sixth and final point, this is more so something that I've done in my life that more so has helped me stay lean and look more proportionate and aesthetic overall. But that is lifting heavy weights and doing martial arts. Now, I'm not saying you have to do martial arts. Martial arts is just a fun form of cardio for me. When I say fun form of cardio, I just mean it's just something that helps me really get a good sweat in. It has moderate to high intensity. I'm constantly moving, but also I'm using my body outside of just lifting weights. I truly believe that when you get in shape physically, when it comes to actually packing on lean proportionate muscle mass, but then you're also doing martial arts. And I would suggest if you can do both striking and grappling. I'm telling you, like if you can strike and grapple, not many people are going to be able to mess with you, and your confidence in yourself is going to skyrocket. You're going to be more of a rare man because most men struggle just even getting in shape and lowering their body fat percentage and actually packing on dense proportionate muscle mass. But then when not only do you have that masculine aesthetic strong physique that you built up in the gym, but then on top of that, bro, you can fight. You're a rare ass dude, man. That's why I talk about martial arts in my videos. If you're new here, I do martial arts. I do Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu. I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been doing Muay Thai for 4 years, more like on and off, not as much as Jiu-Jitsu, but I've been picking back up the consistency in Muay Thai. And I'm really dialing in when it comes to getting as lethal striking as I am when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu and trying to close that gap as much as I can. Because bro, I'm telling you, when you know how to fight, on top of the fact that you are actually strong physically and you look good aesthetically, that's how you become a real life comic book hero. You're going to be way more confident in yourself because you are now more even like a top tier dude. You're more of a rare man, but you are a lot more capable. So you actually know you can defend yourself and fight if you have to. I'm not saying go out looking for fights, but it's good knowing that you can defend yourself and that you're capable outside of just the muscle mass that you have to your frame. But also I've noticed that martial arts are just a fun form of cardio, really just makes it a lot easier for you to stay lean because you're constantly burning calories. You're constantly shedding excess water weight that you may have or excess sodium retention that you may have in your face and your body overall. It's just a great insurance policy to stay lean. It just makes it so much easier for you to stay lean, for you to be a lot more aesthetic. I'm telling you, bro, get in the gym, lift weights, get strong, track your lifts, track your calories, especially if you need to cut body fat because you're overweight or obese, get in a calorie deficit, but also pick up a martial art if you can. I would suggest if you can do both striking and grappling, do that because that way you can have both your striking base covered and your grappling base covered. You can't go wrong with either or, but if you can, try to do both. That's what I would recommend is do both. That way, again, you have both bases covered and you can cancel out the other martial arts' weaknesses while also complementing the other martial arts strengths. So it's a win-win. And it's just going to be a lot easier for you to be aesthetic overall. But you don't have to do martial arts. You can just do like recreational sports leagues like basketball, soccer, sprints, rugby. It doesn't matter, right? Whatever fun form of cardio is for you, do that. That way it's going to be a lot easier for you to burn body fat, burn excess water retention and sodium retention, and just make it a lot easier for you to lean down and look more aesthetic and maintain your aesthetics and proportions overall. And again, if you're someone that's been struggling to lean down to become more attractive facially and physique wise, maybe you're having a hard time getting rid of that stubborn body fat in your face and body, and overall you just want to become more of an attractive man physically, facially, and physique wise, actually build that masculine and aesthetic body that women do crave in men. But then taking it a step further, you actually know how to strategically attract women to you because you have a system in place that allows you to stand out and attract women to you that are already attracted to you, they're already available, and they're pre-sold on you before you even say a word. Then again, check out that free training that I made for you, specifically breaking down step by step how I was able to achieve this in my own dating life, but more importantly, how I've been able to help so many other men be able to achieve this as well. Again, that free training will be linked down below for you in the description and the pinned comment under this video. With that being said, I hope you got a lot of value from this video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.